Hello, I want to start with yet another march of hate supporting terrorists last night in London, supporting people who decapitate, kill children and rape and murder women. Since 2005 in the Gaza, Hamas has been the government and been in charge, and they were at peace until October the 6th, October the 7th, when they invaded Israel and committed these heinous war crimes. So let's not get lost on the facts before we start. Now you've got these people out last night supporting these terrorists, and with them was Jeremy Corbyn. Surprise, surprise. Now over the last few weeks, the silence has been deafening of the sepsis of London Sadiq Khan. To me, the biggest rat in politics, in my personal opinion. Not one condemnation. You've had pictures of Jewish children, or missing Jewish children, that's been missing since this attack by these rats of Hamas. They've either had moustaches, Hitler moustaches drew on them, or they're being took down off the police rather than stir trouble up. But it's all right for these rats supporting terrorists to run in a fast food outlet at 3 locations and release hundreds of mice. They've took the time to paint them in the Palestine flag colours. Now you could have kids, families in there with kids having a weekly treat, a monthly treat. Such is the cost of living crisis, and these rats went in and done that. Not one condemnation come from Khan or Corbyn or Starmer, nothing. Or even Sunak, come to that. This is a dictatorship, treacherous, treasonous government, in my opinion. I believe all the political parties, the mainstream ones, are like this in this country, and it's disgusting. Muslims in this country allegedly make up 7.6% of the population, but they've got 97.6% of the say and their way. Now you've got Starmer coming out, giving a speech on Islamophobia, and he's took his poppy out in case he upsets the Muslim community. Well, I've got a message to Starmer and every other politician and every Muslim in this country, in the British Isles. It's not for us to adapt to your ways. When you're fortunate enough to come to this country and be given the life you've given and everything for nothing, you adapt to our ways, our cultures and our laws. It's not up to us to bow down to yous. But the politicians don't seem to think that. Well, I'm telling you, that's the way it is, and that's the way the majority of people in this country feel. I.e., that's why this country voted for Brexit. Now, Khan won't have anything said about people of the Muslim faiths. There's been umpteen rapes, premeditated rape gangs in London, basically targeting white British children because of the race. This is happening in every city, in every country, every city and every town in this country. It's been covered up by the establishment and the government and swept under the carpet for years. And this is what's happening. Well, we've all had enough of it. Khan won't have a thing said about Muslim people. He won't criticise them. In my opinion, Khan and everybody else involved in politics are all pro-racially biased towards ethnic minorities. And as far as these protests of hate the last couple of weeks, it's proven my point, and I'm including the media in that. It's that simple. Khan comes out and he celebrates, I'm proud to celebrate the Black in the Square, Trafalgar Square, revolving around black people. He's delighted to have the biggest carnival in Europe, the Notting Hill Carnival, for black people. Now let's get the facts here. This is a carnival of carnage. You've got people running about getting with machetes chopping people up. You've got sexual assaults. You've got stabbings. You've got hundreds upon hundreds of robberies. You've got police getting assaulted. Police at the wit's end, and they can't cope with it. Khan also found the money and the time to light 30,000 lights up for the start of Ramadan. Of taxpayers' money. What gives him the right to celebrate that, to spend taxpayers' money on that? He'll celebrate Black in the Square and the Carnival of Carnage. You don't see him celebrating the 23rd of April, St. George's Day. That's the patron saint of this country, Khan. That's who that is, in case you didn't know. Not that you've got any interest anywhere, in my personal opinion. You keep telling us how black people rebuilt this country after the Second World War. No doubt they did help. They did play a big part in it. But let's get things right, Khan. Your family didn't move here till 1968. So you're not in a position to say anything about anything. That's my opinion, and that's how I see it. And as for the next government in this country, which is going to be Labour, believe you me, within 18 months of Labour coming in, 18 months maximum, if not before, Starmer will be out and Khan will be the Prime Minister of this country. That's my opinion, and that's how I see it. I'm going to leave you with this. If this march is allowed to go ahead next week, disrespecting our fallen heroes, well, Khan, we'll see you all over the TV then, won't we, and the media, calling these patriots that will make their way down to London to the cenotaph to pay the respects and make sure the respects get paid to our fallen. You'll sharp be out then. And this is a message to you, Muslim people, the Muslim faith. If you've got any intention of coming down London and causing trouble, you're digging a hole of quicksand for yourselves. I'm going to leave you with that. If you've liked it all, well and good. If you haven't, I'm not really bothered.